there are some questions I need to ask, and there's something I want you to please help me explain. Some time ago, the Nigerian government sent the full weight of the Nigerian military, the full weight of the Air Force, every single security thing, apparatus we have in Nigeria was deployed to go and stop IPOB. People who are known home and abroad as largely unarmed protesters who were just protesting against the injustices of the Nigerian system against the people from that region of Nigeria. All this army, Air Force fighter jets were hovering over the southeast of Nigeria. People were dealt with ruthlessly in a manner that we haven't seen in recent years. And now, look at Benue State. People are being massacred. When you see, that's why nobody's posting the images on social media, because they are too gory. You can't look at it. There's some that they cut them, you will think they put them under a blending machine. These are thin. How do you call these herdsmen human beings? Look the way they are killing people. They massacre, they cut, they chop them into pieces like they're about to be cooked. And what does the government do? Why is the president not talking about the military going to this region? Why is the president not talking about the Air Force? Anybody that needs to be there. Why is he not deploying the full weight of the Nigerian military against the herdsmen who are known as blood-sucking, murderous demon maniacs? Do you smell any double standard here? When you hear people screaming Biafra, Biafra, you open your mouth, whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you open your mouth and begin to label them as traitors. Who is the traitor here? Can you see what is going on in Nigeria? Can you see what is going on in Nigeria against our people? Can you see that? And to think that our so-called GOs, I'm looking at Pastor Adeboye, Bishop Oyedeko, and all these people are keeping quiet. Where are all the big men of God? Where is Papa Adeboye? What are you saying? Nobody is opening their mouth to say a word. Why? When we talk about tithe, you people will get angry. Oh, why are you talking about tithe to a man of God? Hey, don't say anything about the man of God. Shame on you. It was time for Biafra. IPOB, you sealed your lips. Finally, it has gotten to Middle Belt. Benue, Taraba, Adamawa, all of them, you are also sealing your lips. If you think that it is not coming to where you are, if you think that this reign of terror will not come into your abode, if you think it will not come to your closet, if you think it will not come to your comfort zone, you better think again. It is such a shame that we have people in Nigeria who have decided that they will stay on the side of injustice and not open their mouth and speak. If it is to run to social media and criticize the people who are talking, you will do it very well. Nobody's talking now. Look at the massacre. This is ethnic cleansing going on in Benue. I don't care what you think is the reason, but it is happening. Speak out. Even if your speaking doesn't change anything, just say something. Say something. This is the 21st century. And Nigerians are being killed. Christians are being massacred like this. Mr. President, the future is very bleak, not bright at all. God bless us all.
So guys, you guys have listened to what this journalist said here. A country whereby the citizens are giving standard, the South are giving standard, the North are giving standard, the East are giving standard. Tell me, how can that country grow? Instead of the Nigerian military to be seen fighting these Fulani herdsmen, like going after them, they are not doing it. Instead, what they are doing is to be buying innocent Igbos. You guys need to listen to what the Chief of Defense Staff Musa have to say concerning the Benue killings. Like, I was even shocked when I heard it. Guys, just take a look at this.
The issue of the animals stray into farms. Now, because if you know Benue, it is lush and it's very attractive to animals. If an animal gets into a farm, there's always a problem. It creates problems. Now, if you arrest the animal or you kill the animal, it becomes another issue.
Right.
So if we stop the animals from moving, there won't be issue. If we stop killing the animals, there won't be issue. So for me, these two things are basic. The issue of land grabbing is political. The government, state government particularly, need to really step in to ensure that we address and bring all the parties together.
Right.
Sit down and agree on this, and from henceforth, any acts that is conducted is acts of criminality. We can start dealing with that from then, and I think we'll have peace if we're able to do that.
Now, from my own view, what I have observed, two basic things, or three basic things. One, issue of land, indigenous, non-indigenous, critical, which is political. That is supposed to be sorted out politically. Secondly, the issue of the movement of animals. I have told people over time that when they say farmer herders clash means two things are moving. But if the farm is standing and an animal comes in, it's not a clash. It's somebody entering somebody's property. So we must find solutions to how, which means if the animals don't move, we don't have issues. Now again, because of that, again, we have issues of rustling of animals. Which means if we don't even rustle animals again that are moving, again, there won't be most of this problem happening. So those are the three critical aspects that we must be able to address clearly. And like I said, most of it is political solution that needs to come into it. Because it's not what the military can solve. What we can stop is to try and stop people from attacking each other.
Look, we cannot continue like this. We must draw a new page, and that's what I think Nigeria has gotten to. We must learn to move forward. We must learn to love ourselves and love our country, and that's where will make the difference to us. The deployments are done. We have seen the gaps we're having. We're talking with the state government because, like I said, a lot of it has to do with politics. The boundary demarcation is still there. Farmer herders issue is still issues that can be sorted out. If we're able to do ranches, because what I realize about what's happening is the perception is there's land grabbing, and again, because things were done before. You know, in the past, most communities stayed with Fulanis and they admit locals without any problem. If a cow enters a farm and eats a farm, the cow is arrested. The owner of the cow will come and pay compensation. If any animal is mistakenly dies or whatever, compensations are made. It got to a stage where these compensations were not made. Instead, cows were sent into farms, killed. The farmer gets angry. He attacks the animal. The full animal feels his own investment has been dealt to, and then prosecution wasn't there. So impunity setting, and this is where we are today. One, law and order must be there. A criminal is a criminal. You commit a crime, you should suffer for the crime you've committed. Once we start implementing that fully, it will negate these issues and we'll have understanding. But dialogue, we must continue to talk together as brothers and sisters. Or somebody said, or else we will die as fools. And I think we don't want to die. On the issue of intelligence, yes, intelligence is coming in. Like I told you, because of the insider information, that's actual day that it happened. The troops were there. There was a fake attack in another village. When the troops moved in, that's when they now came in to attack this other one. And that's what happens, because there are people telling them, okay, the troops are here, the troops are there. I can tell you consistently, if troops are moving on operation, there are people that are monitoring them, telling them 3 vehicles, this number of soldiers, this number of this is what they are doing. People are giving them that information. People take food to them. People take even women to go and give them, to tell you how bad it is and how sad the situation is. So that's why we want to preach the aspect of good governance. We believe that if there's good governance and people have a sense of belonging, most of these issues will go down if we address them properly. Border management efforts, the last time I spoke about fencing of the wall, I know there have been pros and cons about it, but I tell you, for me, from what I've seen, it's important that we take decisive action. We must learn how to protect our borders. Somebody mentioned 1,000 and something porous borders. The Sahel is hot. Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso are going through so much stress. If you leave them the way they are going, the next 1 year, those countries are not, I'm afraid they might collapse. And once they do, Nigeria is the target. And we must be proactive now. So whatever it is we have to do, it's important that we do that as quickly as possible. I think it's very important. despite the killing, we still hear about killers. Killings will continue. The number of people we say we have killed, how many are they compared to the whole population of over 200 million? We have porous borders. There are people that are empty, not eating. You know, since Libya has fallen, the whole of that Sahel is open. There's free movement of drugs, illegal immigration, light weapons, small arms, all moving. Once your border is empty, all those things are flowing into your border. And like I told you, the attraction is Nigeria because people believe Nigeria is rich. High rate of unemployment, poverty, illiteracy. It's easier for people to be drawn into crime and criminality. And so those are aspects we are putting. So most of these things are not military solution, like I said. It's a holistic thing that has to be done. To address them, local governments must work. Because if you have a state with 20 local governments, 20 local government chairmen, crime is localized. Each local government will be chairman, will be dealing with the criminals within his own domain. It will not all come together to the states, and so it will mitigate those things. And so those are the things that we try to preach so that we can get those things. Thank you very much. So you must do due diligence in what you are doing. All these things take time. It's been done, and it's been done by the Attorney General of Federation. We are holding the terrorists, but they are doing the sorting out. There is an investigation team independent of us. The Attorney General is the one who prosecutes, and prosecutions have been done. And during investigation, those ones that are found not to be part of it are taken to safe corridor. We have been doing that, and that's why sometimes you hear them going under de-radicalization and other things and being released. So it's a work that has been done. It's something that's is ongoing. We will not stop. We will continue to do that, and we'll continue to arrest and then sort them out. That's how it is for us. Now, how do we address those things? Do we have a national ID card? Do we know how many Nigerians we have? Do we know who is a Nigerian? Your border is open. If any arrest is there, can you do a thumbprint and identify who the person is? But if you go abroad, where do you think it's easier for them to arrest somebody when a crime is committed? Well, every individual has a number. Your thumbprint, your picture, your address, everything is there. So it's easier for us to trace who you are. But now we have multiplication of you have the name, you have the BNI, you have the what and what.
So you guys saw what happened in Benue State, the way these Fulani herders spied 200 people in Benue State, and the military couldn't even do anything about it. They were just so nonchalant about it. In fact, we even had an information saying that before the attack that happened in Benue State, that the DSS already had information like this attack was going to happen, but they didn't do anything about it. That's the kind of country that we are in. Anyway guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. What do you really think about what this journalist has said? And also, if you know you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share, and turn on the notification button to be getting all the latest news on this channel. So guys, thanks for watching.